Charged with setting fire to his girlfriend's Kentwood duplex last July is headed to prison. 19-year-old Malik Farmer pleaded guilty in March to first-degree arson. He was sentenced this week. No one was hurt in that blaze. As the Kentwood case shows, arson's a crime that threatens lives and costs money and property loss, resulting in higher insurance costs. They're also sometimes difficult to investigate. For the past 2 weeks, investigators from all over the state have been in the Lansing area learning more about the crime and how to spot and solve it. Only at 5. 24 Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgie is taking us inside the program.
We have the opportunity to take you inside a home that's been intentionally set on fire, in this case for training purposes. But arson is one of the toughest cases to solve because essentially a lot of the evidence gets burned up. It seems simple enough. Firefighters put out the flames, fire investigators figure out how it started. But it's not that easy. Take the burn marks in carpet that appear to be caused by gasoline used to intentionally start a fire.
There was no fuel poured on here.
When assumptions override science, it can lead to some bad conclusions. The burn pattern was actually created by fresh air rushing in from a door opened after the fire started.
One of the worst things that we can imagine is trying to convict somebody who's innocent of an incendiary fire.
One, possibly two different locations.
That's the idea behind the Michigan State Police Fire Investigation School. The 2-week course helps firefighters who have to put out a suspicious fire
be more cognizant of what they're actually doing once they're inside the fire to try to preserve any evidence that could be in there.
And the police detective who may end up assisting a fire investigator.
The minute details that make the difference between what would be an arson and what would be a naturally occurring fire or an accidental fire are much more minute than you would have originally anticipated.
According to Michigan State Police figures, arson caused $13.3 million in damage in the state in 2013. Those fires cost victims some $15.6 million in property and other losses, and those figures don't include increased insurance costs. Yet only about 12% of the arson cases in Michigan were solved in 2013. So making sure fire crews and investigators know what to watch for is vital.
It gives them the confidence that evidence can still be found even though it looks like a pile of black rubble.
If you want to learn more about arson in Michigan and how you can be part of the solution, we have all that information at woodtv.com. In Holt, near Lansing, Joe LaFurgie, 24 Hour News 8.